MotoGP leaves the Jerez circuit and makes its way over to the Bugatti circuit of Le Mans. Welcome to round 6 of the 2025 MotoGP World Championship. Green light and we're underway. Sorry we're slightly late on here. There's been a few technical difficulties. Raul Fernandez has crashed out on the circuit as well.
Turn 10.
At the turn 10. That's at the down here, down at the Bsky, coming through. Front end of the bike has been destroyed as well.
Fire as well.
Fire as well coming in.
I've never seen them stamp out a fire on a bike before, but I just have.
Yeah, well, luckily that's all you've missed. The first lap time's coming in now. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to you. A myriad of problems. We found out why our internet speed's been so low over the past couple of days in the commentary box. The cable that connects to the router to the commentary box is desperately frayed. So that's been taped up before it had an accident.
In fairness, it has been quite a few years.
Yes, it has. So that's going to have to be repaired. So that was that problem.
Quite a few storms, quite a few animals, probably.
Yeah, and now we're just trying to get all this set up and working as well. So, hello, everybody. Fingers crossed that all looks okay. Yes, it does. Let us know if there's any issues, but there we are.
I put something 2 hours on.
Nice. Welcome to MotoGP, then. The French Grand Prix here in Le Mans Bugatti circuit, and Megan Birch alongside me in the commentary box. And we're in for an interesting weekend, I feel, Megan, as well. It's I see you've avoided the new monitor. That's just.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, watch the chair on it and that lot as well.
I must have automatically avoided it without even realising it.
Yeah, we were gifted another television, a 40-inch, just like the one we have within the commentary box. So that's going to replace the two computer monitors. I've had it up this morning. I tilted it over. It goes level to about here, so it's quite large.
Oh, that's going to be a problem then.
So it's it's about here and large.
Well, you're going to have to move some of those things.
Well, I did have a think. I thought maybe I might just get another one of these stands and pop it there.
But also, wires.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I forgot about that. Good point, though. Igor goes up into 10th. Miller is top 133.225 as the current time. Let's get that blog open. Get it all set up then for the French Grand Prix. Yeah, apologies that we were so late on by a few moments. We've been literally fighting the systems all day. It
worked out perfectly for me though, because I was going to be a bit late anyway.
Well, the session was delayed anyway by 10 minutes due to a red flag in MotoE this morning.
Perfect.
Yeah. So the systems and their systems lagging, our systems lagging. The timings didn't help either. I got everything working and then the Dorna timings messed everything up. Yeah, it's still waking up. Are you alright? You're sniffling?
No. Because I don't feel well.
If you sniffle, can you mute? People don't want to hear you going I want to.
Also, I haven't eaten yet.
Oh, didn't.
I want food. Well, tell me that's a lie. I haven't had coffee yet. I had the rest of my M&M Easter eggs. I had that.
Right, there we go. 10 o'clock, session's away. I think that's it all working now. Good morning, everybody. Okay. Bezeki 132.899.
Oh, a little bit of a wobble there. I can't actually hear myself, by the way. Hello. No, still. Ah! That just increases the track noise. You do realise that. It doesn't actually increase me.
You can't hear yourself in your earphone right now?
No, at least I don't think I do. Maybe I'm just full up of cold and I can't hear.
Put your second one on and then try
Hello. Oh, now I can hear.
Yeah. Megan has one earphone off her ear, so it's no wonder you can't hear yourself until you put the second one on and you hear yourself.
I usually can hear myself, though.
You've probably got a cold.
Yeah, I probably do, so let's do this.
This is Somkat Chancha. He is sitting out the French Grand Prix as he was recovering from arm pump surgery.
Oh.
So unfortunately he won't be with us here at Le Mans. Get well soon on the LCR bike. Also, hello.
Hi.
Wasn't here in Spain. I was in the actual commentary box.
You abandoned me.
I think you handled it rather well. The practice turn qualifying. Now we were back together for the sprint and the Grand Prix. I thought it was quite well.
I agree.
I'd love to get your thoughts on Alex Marquez being victorious finally. It took a while for him, but it was a stunning
Long
performance.
time coming.
Yeah. I think he was definitely the star, wasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Why are you always not with me when big things like that happen?
I don't know. It's a habit with us.
Yeah.
Well, on the next one, I'm not here at the Dutch Grand Prix of Formula 1. I'm trackside again at Donington, covering that race remotely with you being here. So
yay.
that could be entertaining.
Shortcut 23, Bastronini.
I've cleaned up the monitor and it's needing to be a bit more straightened up.
Okay, I shall be back in a moment. I need a tissue because I genuinely do think I have a cold. No, I need my tissue. That just makes me...
All right, tissue.
You don't even use these ones.
You know, I know you. Always come to the commentary box prepared. Marc Marquez does a 131.756 from Franco Morbidelli in second position. Third is Marco Bezzecchi. Fourth, Alex Marquez. Fifth for Pecco Bagnaia. Sixth, Maverick Vinales. Seventh, Brad Binder. Eighth for Felman Aldeguer. Luca Marini rounding out the top 10.
I don't know what to have for breakfast.
Well, you've got time to get out.
I know.
Yeah.
Right. So, let's see what teams are actually being successful at this track because that's going to be needed throughout the weekend. Ducati seems to be doing okay, but it's surprising fact that it seems to be a really nice mix in the top 10. We've got one of each at least.
It's a good system so far as Miller goes into 14th on the Yamaha, so there's a few bits of time alternating there. Now, a bit of seriousness that I think we should address with straight away is our deepest condolences to the friends and family of Shane Richardson and Owen Jenner, who tragically passed away on Monday at Oulton Park in what was a horrific accident at the end of the first corner on the opening lap of the race. Tom Toulstone, we're wishing you a speedy recovery. The doctor's telling us he has a broken bone in his neck. And also a speedy recovery to the other riders involved in the accident as well. We understand that 11 went down. And,
I think only 3 walked away unscathed.
yeah, without any issues. Everyone else having minor cuts and bruises. So it's a horrific part of motorsport that everybody sort of accepts might happen, but when it does happen,
Shocking.
nobody can process it as well. And as well, a special sort of we're with you to our friends and colleagues of Lizzie Whitmore and Maddie Patterson, who were close to Owen especially as well, and we hope that you're both dealing with your grief as best you can in this horrific situation. We know Maddie's over at the Northwest 200 and Lizzie is continuing testing as well as she gets her road racing return this season. So Alex Marquez top on a 131.588. Maverick Vinales is up in the all 3 sectors actually, closing in the 4th. Bagnaia in sectors 1 and 2, but he's down by 2.5 tenths in the 3rd sector. We understand there's going to be a minute's silence on the grid. I don't know if that's on Saturday or on Sunday. I would presume Sunday, but because the sprints, yeah, it's too quick with the sprint procedure. But we know that there is something going on, and certainly when the British Superbikes return to racing, which is at Donington in 2 weeks' time, there's going to be a minute's silence on the grid ahead of each of the races as well. Marc Marquez, 131.263. He's gone top of the board now with Alex in second. And with this being a free practice session, Megan, the key thing here with the Bugatti circuit is you've just got to get used to it because it's a highly abrasive circuit. Not really on the tyres, but on your body. It's ups and downs and slow corners.
And
like
you'll be wanting
and La Castellet down here.
not eat beforehand, because
Yeah.
otherwise your lunch may return to you.
It's one of those ones where you do want to throw up quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
It sort of throws you around. Do you remember when it rains here as well, like last year and the year before?
I can only imagine that's worse for them.
All hell breaks loose. Mark was leading and crashed out here a couple of years ago when he was on a Honda before he left and joined Repsol.
This isn't a good circuit if you have motion sickness.
No, it's not. And I think also the next one in Mugello, I want to say. No, Silverstone. 2 weeks' time, yeah. That's not the best one. British Grand Prix in 2 weeks, by the way. Yep, that's going to be a busy weekend for us. It's also the Monaco Grand Prix and the Indy 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 and the touring cars.
But if it helps,
it's Sledstone.
by that time I'm pretty sure I'm not at uni anymore.
Good, because your laptop's going to be used for like everything. It's all hands on deck that weekend. Just to give you an example, by the way, of what's happening in 2 weeks.
I finish this academic year next Thursday, I think.
That's good. You're here for Fast Friday of IndyCar. Okay, so the weekend of the Monaco Grand Prix, we have Formula 1, Formula 2, Formula 3, IndyCar, British Touring Cars, MotoGP, Moto2, Moto3, Porsche Super Cup, NASCAR, Xfinity, Trucks, ARCA, and Italian F4. So it's actually as bad as you think it is.
Let's just be glad it was an academy on the same day.
Yeah, that would have been a bit too much. Actually, it's not as bad as what it was last year, where we had Shanghai in the morning with Formula E.
Oh,
I mean,
that was hell.
Yeah. It's not as bad as you think it actually, because then your laptop probably needed for the touring cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's doable actually, looking at that. This laptop will jump up. In fact, no, your laptop probably needs to replace this laptop, because this laptop will be doing the streams. And then your laptop will have to do the Moto2 race.
My laptop just gonna...
Yeah. But the Monaco Grand Prix is going to be a lot of fun this year as well, with the mandatory pit stops. Everyone's back into the pit lane now, bar Pecco Bagnaia and, well, Fernandez crashed, but they're now just in the first 15-minute lull.
Yeah, Rail's bike.
It was properly wrecked, wasn't it? It was weird.
It was falling apart everywhere. Suddenly flames started coming up, which we could all tell was going to happen with the amount of smoke coming out of that region of the bike. So, yeah, he completely wrecked it.
Weird how much he did wreck it, actually.
Yeah. And he seemed to be totally fine. So, they literally stamped out the fire. They didn't put, like, exhaust onto it, whatever you call it. Like,
Fire extinguisher?
yeah, that. They didn't put that onto it at all. I think they thought this bike's wrecked anyway, may as well just stamp the fire out.
Raul's back out there on his second bike now, on his first run, effectively, after he went down.
Don't ruin this one too.
What tyres is he on? 2-lap old soft front and medium rev. So it is the second bike, this one confirmed.
If it rains, he's done for.
On Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, they'll repair the bike ahead of tomorrow.
I don't know, they've got to replace a lot of charred bits.
And they've got backup covers, backup everything. They'll get it sorted all right in time.
I just have to order a new bike.
Yeah. Just a reminder what's on this weekend. I think that's more important to remind you of that fact. I'm going to get the motorsports schedule back up now. This weekend we have IndyCar at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course. British Touring Cars at Brands Hatch. Reminder, we'll be broadcasting the whole 2 days. We've got Tom trackside, but he's not going to be doing a lot for us because of the signal. So that's why I've opted to stay here in the control centre commentary box for this weekend.
Yeah, that's definitely needed. Given the fact that I've got 2 more assessments to do.
Well, JT would have been producing it anyway, and you'd have just done this. But the problem is there's too much on this weekend that it just makes more sense to stay here.
Yeah.
We've got MotoGP, Moto2, Moto3, and we've also got Moto-E, and we will be covering the Moto-E Championship. I'll be covering Race 1. The World Feed will take you through Race 2. That's all on Saturday. We've got IMSA, the 2 hours and 40 minutes, the Sports Car Championship of Monterey at Laguna Seca. Jackson Lambros is trackside for us, and he'll be providing us some information. We've got the World Endurance Championship, 6 hours of Spa. And we've got NASCAR Cup Series at Kansas and Truck Series at Kansas. The Truck Series is tonight at 1 a.m. and I'm going to stay up for. Yay! To record. I mean, to broadcast.
You don't have a good time.
Nah, I'm really not.
Here's a replay of Quartararo. Going around one of the turns, and does he almost lose it?
It's the chicane. It's turns 3-4, then I'm on chicane.
Definitely is a shaky one, I would say. Right on the curbs.
New helmet design for him this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and if anybody is at the circuit, or anybody who is a rider in any of the classes, and you want some stickers, which has the number of Owen Jenner and Shane Richardson, Simon Patterson has a load for the riders to put on their bikes this weekend if they so wish to do so. Marc Marquez is 0.134 up on Bagnaia's time, which is Ducati Lenovo 1-2. Alex Marquez is third, Vinales fourth, Morbidelli fifth, Binder sixth, Bezzecchi seventh, Quartararo eighth, Aldeguer ninth, and D'Antonio in 10th. Yellow flag, sectors 1 and 2, and that's going to be Marco Bezzecchi, I would assume. No, he's got going again. Well, I don't know where that's come from.
I don't know who it is either.
I don't think that was. I think that was someone cutting the chicane, you know.
Yeah, I feel. Wait, might be Bezzecchi. Yeah, he's going very, very slowly.
I think Bezzecchi's cut the chicane and now he's having a slow moment.
Yeah.
I've cleaned the monitor, by the way.
I thought it looked a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
Shiny.
Oh yeah, that's the remote control for that one. It's an Amazon.
I've never seen that remote control in my life.
No. Apps, I do.
I've never seen one that. I've never seen an Amazon one like that.
I have. Amy's got one.
There's a Netflix and Prime Video shortcut.
Don't mind me.
They're one of the R46s. That would be D'Antonio, I think. No, I think it's Morbidelli. Do you know what? They're both coming out at the same time, so I have no idea. Why do they always do that with the R46s? They always just seem to just like appear at the same moment. It's incredibly frustrating.
Don't mind me, I'm off to Bow Street.
Here's a replay of turn 1 incident, and yeah, it was Bezzecchi.
Yeah, and look at that, flopping around, Roy Martin. It looks like one of the cables is loose.
Bezzecchi.
Yeah.
You said Martin.
Sorry, yeah, my fault. Yeah, thank you for that correction, Megan. I saw the 9, I thought, oh, right.
No, he's still in pain. Which I don't understand how he keeps doing this to himself. It's like the Marquez incident with the door. Can world champions just stop getting injured and then deciding they want a bit more time off so injure themselves again?
Let's have a look here.
It's probably not what they're doing, but I can not blame him for a year off. I think Martin definitely needs a year off, given how hard he's worked the last 2 years.
I'm just adjusting our television monitor because we've cleaned it now and it's getting a bit harder to see some of the numbers. Oh, look at that. If you turn the backlight, you can actually see some stuff. Right, tell me when, Megan. Yeah?
Yeah, I'd say that.
There we go. There we go. That's a bit clearer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not too glaring and it's not too...
Yeah, that's better.
Like, can't see.
Because I was just seeing, because we were just having a thing here because I couldn't see the numbers on the front. It was bugging me because we just cleaned the monitor. There we go. Now we can sharply see it. Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. There we go. As we look at the HRC garage looking on. Not too bad. Lots of Japanese fans here because guess who's back? Back again. It's Takiki Nakagami. Actually, probably good that he's here because the man who he replaced, well, the man who replaced him, Sonkan Chantra, can't race. So Nakagami was in as a wild card anyway.
I'm very happy.
Here he is. I do like Takiki Nakagami.
Same. I've missed him.
Yeah. There again, you didn't need to put that Aleix Spargo was back until the practice one. Miller goes into 8th.
I tend to look for numbers rather than names.
I thought To be fair, I really enjoyed Spain, and I think this one's going to be better as well, the French Grand Prix.
Which, for a French Grand Prix, that's surprising given the experiences we had with F1 and the French Grand Prix, which I still don't understand.
Just a reminder, I will be back with Moto2 eventually. I am fully aware I'm going to miss 4 races in a row. I missed Qatar, I missed Spain, I missed France, and I know I'm going to miss Silverstone. I apologise, but other series are clashing with it.
They're going to think you don't care.
Yeah, the world feed will take Moto2, and I'll be back in 4 rounds' time. When do I actually get a chance to cover it again?
22 minutes left of the session.
Around the outside, that was a cheeky move there from Pedro Costa and Zarco, yeah.
Oh, a little bit of a picture break-up from their side. There we go. I think one of the bike's cameras
Aragon
cut out.
Oh, no, not even Aragon. British Touring Cars.
my God.
I'm out of Thruxton, actually, for that one. I don't even do Aragon. Oh, dear. Oh, and I don't even do Mugello because I'm at Alton Park.
Oh, my
dear.
goodness.
Oh, dear. When am I back? I don't even do Assen thanks to Formula 1 and Formula 2.
I'm going to guess October.
I don't do Germany because of Berlin.
Do you do any of them?
Oh wait, hang on. I don't do Saxon because I'm trackside for World Superbikes.
Oh my goodness. Is it actually October?
I don't do Austria because I'm at Not Kill.
88 has a shortcut.
I think it's Catalonia.
September!
Oh dear, that's bad, isn't it?
That's 4 months from now. I would be starting my final year at uni and I haven't fully finished my 2nd year. By the time you return to the Moto2 box.
Oh dear. We might need a new commentator on Moto2.
Yeah. Before you get what you have in your mind through.
No, you're not doing it. No. I wonder what. Oh dear. I didn't realise that's how much they class this year. Stop putting MotoGP on weekends when other things are on. Can't do the European season. It might actually be Japan.
Is it October?
Yeah. That's really bad. I don't like that.
Mark has a shortcut. And yeah, it is bad.
I might give up some F2, F3 races and stick to the Moto2 and Moto3.
At least alternate.
Yeah. I'll figure it out. Omi can take the support categories. Quartararo, 7th yellow flag again, sector 3. Franco Morbidelli.
Where is he?
It's down at turn 8, and it is Franco Morbidelli, yeah.
I still can't find him on timing screens. No, I meant what timings. Oh, found him.
He's running in 6th. I mean, he's running into the gravel now, but still.
Yeah.
Let's hope he's all right. 6-3. It's a slow accident, that part of the track.
Yeah. Must have just lost it.
On entry, yeah.
Yeah.
Mid-corner, the front could have dipped away. That's speculation at the moment. But we'll see what happens when we get a replay.
I'd love to see it. There he is.
Yeah, look, he's up and pushing the bike away. I reckon the front just dipped mid-corner.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to get... Oh, he's stalled again.
Here we go. So his last bike in shot. Turns, brakes, rear steps out. Yeah, exactly as I thought it's going to be, isn't it?
Yeah, just
Oh, he gets
let's
to the curb.
Oh, that's... Oh, that would... Oh, a little bit of debris off.
2 bits, swinglet.
That explains why he can't get it going the first
Clutch
time.
just broken in, yeah. Over the line. He's still there, so spoils everybody's lap times.
He still needs to get it going.
At the moment.
Oh my god, you can tell I'm sick.
Oh.
Listen to how my voice is right now.
Yeah.
It's evident that I'm sick.
I could tell that.
I think I need a glass of... No, a cup of tea. I need a cup of tea. But first, coffee. Coffee is paramount for actually getting through the day. I don't know how I'm actually managing right now. Do you know what I've noticed? When you're younger, you don't tend to like coffee, but then as you grow older, you realise the dependence you need on it.
That's just you.
And you actually start liking coffee.
Ducati's got a new Aero set that I want to show you on the touchscreen pad. if I can get access to it right now. Where are we? I know.
Wait, there's still yellow.
Yeah, because it hasn't moved yet.
Okay, I think it's just time to retire the bike. Oh, he's got moving.
No, that's good news. Okay, take a look at this. This is Ducati's new winglet seat. So it's sort of got like a... If you follow where the mouse is, hello, it's over here.
Going.
It's got like a little seat section at the back here, like a snow shovel.
So if you want to give someone a lift.
And then it's got one little winglet here, before a short little shark fin, and then the usual V-shaped wings at the back here. But interesting enough, this piece here is all one piece. There's no separate like there is here. Little winglet. There's no winglet here.
Huh.
I think that's quite cool.
It is.
Yeah. There we go. Not bad, that. As we spot, that's from Max Oatley, our friend and colleague. Just been zooming around and having a look at things. Alpine livery this weekend being run for Yamaha. Ha! Probably not the best idea to run an Alpine livery right now.
Wrong week.
Oh, breaking news. Alicia Spargo to continue on development with Silverstone wildcard. So Alicia will run at Silverstone in the Grand Prix.
That makes me very happy.
I thought it might.
Didn't he get points last time?
You were in the box. I think he did.
I don't remember. Darko goes up into 4th, and I could have sworn I just saw someone go off.
No, Alicia finished 17th.
Just outside.
MotoGP is at 1 o'clock.
Yes, it is.
Hey, good news! Moto 2 is at 12:15. I get to cover Moto 2 at the British Grand Prix. It's Moto 3 I don't get to cover at 2:30.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, that's not too bad. But I get to cover the MotoGP. That's not bad, actually.
Have you looked at this weekend's schedule?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Well, just to show you that, where is it? This weekend, Moto 2 is at 11:15, and the British Touring Car Championship is at 11:30.
Good.
Can't cover it. In fact, I just get off air for touring cars before having to... But touring cars is all going to be one broadcast.
I want more chocolate.
I'm hungry too. 15 minutes till we get food.
I finished off my Galaxy already.
Oh, nice.
It's too addictive.
Aldegar is down. I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left.
Do you know what I find surprising?
What?
I seem to eat a lot more chocolate than you do.
Yes, you do.
I'm more obsessed. And yet, I quite like savoury stuff. Ooh, hash browns and bacon.
That was what I was going to have for dinner.
I'm going to have some.
However, with red sauce, the barbecue didn't work. Over that, Marc Marquez comes into the pit lane. Alex Marquez goes third fastest. Best lap time of the session so far, 1:31.416. Quartararo goes up to fourth.
I found it worked in my one. A few days ago I had one.
Didn't enjoy it that much. Barbecue sauce makes me a bit weird.
One barbecue, one tomato I had.
I didn't like the ramen last night.
I did! I finished off yours.
Yeah, I didn't like my own cooking.
Just for the first time ever.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Didn't vibe.
Make a different ramen. I mean, we can have ramen again tonight, just saying.
No. Tonight I'm going to do a curry.
Okay, we haven't had curry in a while. Then ramen?
No.
Why did we stop having ramen on Mondays?
Because I was too tired. Oh, I wouldn't. Sorry. So, just a quick question, by the way. Not yesterday. Well, it was actually yesterday and Wednesday night. Who kept me up in order to edit her documentary for her university criminology course? Yes. I turned a documentary about fly tipping into a horror movie.
I don't know how we did that.
I would show it, but of course we're not allowed to because
No.
it's your university work. So after the fact, I'll show the ladies and gentlemen.
You're not allowed to yet.
But no. Right. Please, what are the times for that record and fastest race over here for France? I will tell you that. No worries at all. Actually, most wins here, of course, comes to Jorge Lorenzo. He's won here 5 times. So, what do you want to know, sorry?
Lap record and fastest
Lap
times.
record and fastest lap for the race. Okay, so... I'm trying to get to the stats page here on our second... Here we go.
It's being very fiddly.
Yeah, it is being fiddly, isn't it?
Yeah.
All-time lap record set last year by Jorge Martin was a 1 minute 29.919. The best pole, that was also the lap record. The best race lap record was set last year by Enea Bastianini at a 1 minute 31.107. And Brad Binder has the top speed here from 2023 on the KTM at 325.8 kilometres an hour. Lorenzo has the most wins at 5, with Marc Marquez on 3, shared with Valentino Rossi. And most poles, Marc Marquez, Valentino Rossi and Danny Pedrosa are all tied with 4. Marc could beat that this weekend and get 5.
Woohoo!
It was being a bit fiddly, that.
Yeah, I noticed you were trying to stop it, and then it just kept going down and then up, and then down and then up, and then down and then up.
It's the Wi-Fi. The Ethernet. I've yet... Of course, our notes that we usually have here aren't ready yet because they don't come around until after this session. So the first session, I really need it to file. Look at how much notes I have. And that's from last weekend. People say, oh, you're unprepared.
It's more we just don't know where anything is.
I've got tons of information. And we've just got a new monitor. 40-inch, it's right there. That's replacing these two. The only worry is...
that the wires, especially when I'm in control of things, will fall!
No, it's not that. It's the fact is that
I think so.
MotoGP is going to be the biggest pain to sort because the timing screen is a window capture. It's not a thingy one, a login, and it's there.
Oh, true.
Yeah. So I'll have to redo the entire MotoGP timing screen during a session to get it all sorted again. So that's going to be the biggest pain in the backside. So when I eventually do change the monitors over, it'll have to be on a weekend where there's only MotoGP on. And that's impossible!
It would have been a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that ride height devices.
But I'm actually looking forward to it. Do you know why?
Why?
Because then we can actually read what the information is, because it's going to be massive.
Yeah. Because right now, that's just...
Tiny information.
Yeah.
You barely use that. That's
I
why there's
don't
one up
use
there.
it.
But soon we'll be able to see things crystal clear. And maybe be able to have the scene selections I want.
Do you know, whenever the riders look behind them when they're riding, I always think, do they think someone's following them?
Are you following me?
See?
He's looking at Pecco. A lot of love for Pecco Bagnaia. She must not have had any any white paint
Yeah.
for the middle of the Italian flag, because that was beige. Oh, I think Gavin and that lot are talking about the changes to the weekend's pit lane graphic after Mark ran away in Kota.
In new big print. Do not run away.
Let me see if I can find that for you.
Can we classify that as Mark basically kidnapping half of the drivers, given he led them away? Is that the Pied Piper of the riders? Yeah.
Here we go. Is this it? Oh, no, that's a test. Okay, that's a strange one. Dan Binder's rule. It is the rider's responsibility to ensure that their hair is contained during track activity and do not present a danger to themselves or others. Mallory Dobbs is screwed then.
Yeah.
With their pigtails. Ah, here we go. So here it is then. This is the new rule, ladies and gentlemen, that I'll bring onto the screen now, if I can find how. Here we go. So this is the new rule that Dawn have brought in, and it's changed from the bottom. So the original rule, which was riders on the grid may at this stage make adjustments to the machine, all that lot, tyre warmers on the grid, but this is the new adjustment. All adjustments must be completed by the display of the 3-minute board. After this board is displayed, riders/teams who still wish/need to make adjustments must push their machine to the pit lane. Such riders and the machine should be clear of the grid and in the pit lane before the display of the 1-minute board, where they may continue to make adjustments or change machine in MotoGP only. Such riders will start the warm lap from the pit lane, and this is the new one, and this is new, take their published grid position and will serve a double long lap penalty in the race when instructed by race direction. In the MotoGP class, in all cases of a change of machine in pit lane before the warm lap, the change may not be carried out in the active lane of the pit lane.
That means you, Matt.
Yeah, and Morbidelli's bike comes back in. And that is changing to bikes' tyres on the grid. Kota will now be a double long lap penalty rather than a ride-through, which is done. So there you go.
Honestly. Oh, here's a replay.
This is Morbidelli's crashing, isn't it?
Yeah, for some reason.
Front of it just dropping away.
Yeah. Manages to avoid the gravel though, so that's lucky.
It is, to be fair. Because the gravel track comes in quite quickly here.
Yeah, and he just avoided it. I know what I'm having for breakfast.
Marc Marquez was testing a Ferrari 296 GT3 today. And down goes... Is that Franco? Yeah, no, it's Alex Rins.
He's just toppling on the gravel, not because he's hurt, just because he keeps going far too into the gravel.
I was wondering what you said there for a split second. I thought you swore live on air. I was like, what?
Foot.
Yeah.
You know the thing we used to walk, see?
Yeah, you're
it's
right.
It's completely fine. He just keeps going in the gravel.
His airbag's gone off as well, so
yeah.
Let's take a look. This is down into the chicane at turn 3. Brakes, turns in, wheels on the handle. Oh, that snapped on him before even that's under braking. So the left side just sort of went straight away.
I wonder if the airbag goes off as soon as he hits.
I'm still saying Juan Mir was the best one ever to do that. Crashed, then got up and started running.
That was hilarious. You can tell he's been practicing it.
Just been confirmed, by the way, that in Moto 2, Darren Bender has been declared unfit due to a broken ulnar.
Ulnar?
He's now heading to Barcelona and will undergo surgery in the next few days.
He looks very happy about it, though.
Yeah, to be fair.
He's just like, this is new.
Just checking in on socials. Is there anything interesting that we need to see?
And here comes the lap time cancellations.
That's all for the LFIs.
Yeah. I'd love to see Rins' crash again, because I don't think we actually got to see the bike hitting the gravel.
No, I don't think we did, no.
I want to see what damage it's done.
If you text now, we can have food soon. Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh my goodness.
Farron has a MotoGP mask with Mark's eyes cut out.
That can be taken one of two ways.
Yeah. Ayago is up to third place on a 131.404 for the Trackhouse. Yamaha, by the way, have brought the new engine here this weekend, the one they were testing at the Jerez test. So they have got more power. So Yamaha's might be quick. Oh, and by the way, thank you to everybody who DM'd me. I was on a bus back from Donington Park to the train station when I got bombarded by about 5 people messaging me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everything, even on Facebook, I found, asking, are we covering the Jerez test? And at the time, I'll be completely honest, completely forgot about the Jerez test because we were busy with Donington Park. So I had to, on my mobile, set everything up. And that stream for the first 3 hours was done via mobile.
Yeah, it was.
But we got it out, and it's on JBMotorsports too. And thank you to everybody who bugged me for that. That meant a lot to me, actually, because it was like, oh, guys, you know, you want to watch? Yeah, so thank you. That meant a lot.
It's like that scene in How I Met Your Mother where Ted is trying to rush through the lecture and he's just like, wait, you actually want to?
Yeah. Oh, it was actually good. Yeah. Mark's improving as he comes into Le Coup de Mans, the last 2 corners on the circuit.
Correct. Yes.
And over the line comes Marc Marquez, and it is a 1:31 exactly.
Oh my goodness, that is an OCD person's heaven, and I'm OCD, so that's...
Yeah, but a 1:30 would have been better.
Yes, but still, we'll take the exactness.
91 seconds. Exactly. That's nice. Can we keep that?
91. Queen of Diva.
That's Marco, right? Diva is Marc Marquez. Do you know, I'm really happy. Do you know what it is? It's a weird thing. I'm really looking forward to this weekend because it is the month of May. So everything's just sort of kicking off.
But also stress.
Now, I thrive on it.
Honestly, so do I. I think that's the reason why sometimes I push myself to just like not do my work until like a few days before. Yeah, because I tried once to do my work really, really in advance, and I got a lower grade when I usually did.
Does anyone want to know what time Megan came to me to actually put her documentary together and do the voiceover? 2 a.m. Do you know what time it was finished? 6 a.m.
Well, in fairness, that's good timing. And apparently someone else did it in 4 hours as well.
Yeah, well, I bet theirs, A, didn't have a superb microphone voiceover.
No, it didn't.
B, was edited like a documentary, moving all your breathing out.
Well, the rest of the class used Canva.
Yeah, we used DaVinci Resolve. If I don't get a first for that...
I am going to pray for it. Because
6 years later, still got it.
Well, do you remember when I did my website?
Got a first for that, didn't I?
Yeah, I did.
Was that at university?
Yes.
Was that last year?
Yeah.
Did I have to stay up all night doing that again?
Well, in fairness, it was a lot earlier. So it was because I was stupid and my login didn't work, so I had to create an entirely new one. But in fairness, I don't actually think we have to do a website ever again.
Good. Checker flags are out. The session concludes. Stunner, really, Mark. 6:10. Oh, he did improve, Megan. 1:30.764. Binder, Brad Binder, 1:31.3. 5/10 back from Mark. So basically, Mark's won this weekend unless he does what he did in America and Spain and fall.
That's entirely possible.
2 tracks where he's stronger at, and he. Yeah.
Acosta goes wide.
Yeah, I spoiled out his lap time now, sadly.
Oh, it was the last corner as well. That's...
Yeah, well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid, sometimes.
No, I want cookies. We should get cookies.
We haven't had anything from the Tesco bakery.
I know! I want cookies!
I want apple pies, donuts, cookies. Come on.
We're hungry. We just want cookies.
Everybody gets one thing of relish. That's a Simpsons joke if nobody gets it.
Yes. Go finish your call, you're not having any mayonnaise.
I spit on your harmonitors. I know, that's why the position's available.
Oh,
Did you see yesterday when the white smoke was coming out and they put Superintendent Chalmers and Seymour Skinner as Cardinals? Good Lord, what is happening in there?
I need to see that.
There's also another one with Snoop Dogg. Can you imagine what the white smoke was?
Yes.
This is Acosta running wide at 13. Just outbraked himself and couldn't get in.
Of all the turns.
Yeah. Of all the turns in all the countries, you have to turn to mine. you talking about the other day with to do with Indiana Jones and you know, saying like, what were we talking about? I was doing the Sean Connery impression.
I don't know, but you made me watch a bit of Top Gun afterwards.
Yeah. We still need to finish that.
I think you asked me whether I'd actually ever seen
Yeah.
Indiana Jones, and I said I've seen Raiders of the
I said,
Lost Ark.
I said, don't tell him that, he's a Nazi. I said, don't tell him that, he's a Nazi.
Yeah.
And you said, how do you know he's a Nazi? And I said, talks in his sleep. It's very easy to do Sean Connery, just talk from the back of your throat. He talks in his sleep.
It sounded a bit Scottish.
He talks in his sleep. So, session's over. We'll now go into the practice start procedure, where they'll come out of the circuit and they'll line up on the grid and do their starts. This is usually the point where you disappear.
I'll go make sure our food's on.
This is usually the part where you run away.
I do run away.
Good. See you later, Max.
Bye-bye.
Mark's top then, 130.764. Let's hand it downstairs to TNT as we get the practice start session.
Spaceships. Yeah, these look they look bigger than ever, don't they? The bikes at the moment. But then when you look through all the wings, I was just about to say, they're super slim and quite narrow, in fact.
To start time. Quick word from Alex Marquez to Donatello, his crew chief.
This is where you need to be super mindful about the left-hand side of the tyre. Do your practice start, but just wobble through turn 3, don't attack it. Otherwise you'll be face planting. They're the sort of things the crew chief would tell you as you come in. Go, hey, just a quick reminder, don't forget tyre temperature.
Top up of fuel. World Endurance quick, was it?
No.
They are well drilled, aren't they, those, the way they fill those extra large fuel tanks up, get the tyres changed.
Impressive.
In some cases switch the riders, although some riders do refuse to make switches. He's not in the commentary box anymore.
So
Talk about it. Well, half a second at the start of the weekend, that's a lovely margin to have in your back pocket, and what it does to your rivals instantly is make them think they're on the back foot. Yeah. There's your championship leader, Alex Marquez. Haven't seen anything of him in that session. Third quickest for the younger of the brothers. A couple of spots of rain out there.
Rain.
Oh, how unsurprising.
That's so Le Mans, because it's not forecast at all, is it? When we drove in this morning, there were a few spots of rain.
Oh, yeah.
It does remind me of being at Silverstone, where it's got its own little microclimate.
Stay off those curbs.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed with Mark Marquez's starts is how many times he's having trouble engaging the front ride height device onto the grid. We've seen that a couple of times, haven't we, already? Luca Marini, bold as brass, going for the pole position spot. Oh!
That's not how you want to do it.
I thought I was going to keep going up and up then. It looked like one of those, didn't it?
That wasn't good from Alex.
That spin a little bit.
I don't know.
Engaged, didn't it?
It just didn't. The RPM dropped way too much. It's not an easy task, trust me. Without all the gizmos.
Stop the clutch and go, don't you?
Yeah. After you, Gav.
Oh, we were talking though.
Hang on, is this going to spin up? Let's just watch this, because this is like normally the first practice starts it does.
And you had a bit of a theory, didn't you, that was all part of the tactics?
Yeah, tactics was basically giving the rider more power and working back from that, as opposed to increasing the power. Because we saw it at pretty much every GP we've been to.
We've talked about getting you on one of these bikes,
and
trying to practice the start, and you were saying the one thing that you wouldn't be comfortable with is
Dumping the clutch.
Dumping the clutch, yeah. Doing it.
Yeah, because 40 years of riding motorcycles have taught me if I have the throttle open and I let go of the clutch, just let go of it, dump it, I'm looping out. I'm looping out.
You already start riding at 21.
Oh, here he is.
Mark Marquez looked to get away cleanly enough. Look how it's still on the belly all the way through there. It's
not nice through turn 1 and turn 2 on a drag bike. I mean, that's why at this track actually it's quite important to practice the start, because you've got to.
Oh,
for the
change
first
his
time.
tune.
No, for the first time.
No, but you have to dial in, don't you? The
dial
ride
in.
device.
Exactly. Mark's start wasn't as good as normal. Scrap it.
Jack Miller will be rubbing his hands at the prospect. It'll be mixed conditions on Sunday.
Yeah, he will.
Obviously, he wants to try, but there's the chance that he can have a little advantage over the rest. I think he'll take it. So Zarco's similarly, I think. Fancies chances in wet weather here. Alex Marquez, remember he took a podium here for his in Repsol Honda.
That's right.
In the damp in 2020.
I was thinking the other day, Alex Marquez rode for Repsol Honda and they sort of got rid of him because they didn't rate him and they swapped him for Paul. And it's funny how things turn out. But obviously it was the right decision at the time. We said, and the paddock's well aware of it, Alex Marquez is he is a slow burner. It takes him a while to figure things out, but his career shows he always gets there, and he's done it again. He won the Moto3 World Championship. It took him a while, Moto2, and then is this his 5th year in MotoGP?
Yeah, 2020 was his first.
See, that don't look nice, does it? Things sat on its backside, fully engaged. You're going through a corner flat out in faith. Rather them than me, put it that way.
Oh, that didn't sound right as well. That bogged down a little bit for Gura. Okay.
No. So I didn't see many good starts there, did we?
On first lap, you're jockeying for position.
Yeah. You've got 22 bikes, or 22 bikes, all jockeying for position. The bike sat down so it doesn't feel natural at all. And then you have to attack the tricky turn 3 where the left-hand side of your tyres, even at the start of a race, with a full tank of fuel, not up to temperature. Like I said, rather than me. I think we'll stick to commentary, Governor.
Did you finally give me the title I deserve? Only something much less broad.
That was tight.
Comfortable. Yeah. We've been on air too long already this morning with the delays that we've had, haven't we? Yeah. There's a lot more of us to come throughout the weekend. A reminder, we are...
Moto-E this weekend, Gav.
Yeah, I've got Moto-E coming up.
You're looking forward to that.
We are back on air this afternoon at 12 in the UK on TNT Sports 2 with Moto3 practice. The time practice sessions, of course. Moto2's at 1 and MotoGP time practice will be at 2 p.m.
And that's when you can join us British summer time here for all of the action. Mark Marquez doing another practice start out on the back of the track then. Well, the rain's starting to fall here. Red flag signal's been put out onto the circuit. That's the end of the first practice session here at Le Mans for the French Grand Prix. We'll be back in a few hours' time for all the action. See you then. Take care. Have a nice lunch. Bye-bye.